Requirements for paper industry are increasingly higher as a result of rapid development of economic environment and continuous improvement of material level. In this environment, Jiangsu Huaqi Paper Company Limited shines like the rising sun. Jiangsu Huaqi Paper Company Limited is located in Wuxi, Jiangsu Province, which is on the shore of beautiful Taihu Lake. As one of the birthplaces of Chinese industry and commerce place, the company shows its determination to the world that it has found a production base for environmental protective colored paper at here. After nearly 10 years technical development and improvement, Jiangsu Huaqi Paper Company Limited becomes a specialized company engaged in production of environmental protective colored paper. The designed production capacity of the company is 50,000 tons, and products for exportation account for 70% of the total output, and such percentage as mentioned above continuously increases at a steady rate. Special paper produced by the company including environmental protective colored paper, fluorescence color paperboard, parchment, base paper of leatherette paper, colored copying paper, colored Yorkshire paper, colored waterproof paper, colored grease-resistant paper, etc., that is able to satisfy demands of various customers. The company adheres to the principle of environmental protection, relying on its advanced technologies and persistent efforts. The company has won good reputation all around the world. For further development and better innovation, Huaqi sets up their own research office. With actions, they show the world with carefulness in product development, project research, and production techniques. Over the years, Huaqi has adhered to principles of people-oriented and scientific and technical innovation at first, and throughout unremitting exploring and advancing, the company has built up an environmental protective paper kingdom with purest materials. In addition, by recruiting talent specialized in high and new technologies and cooperation with foreign outstanding enterprises and domestic universities and research institutes, the company has developed multiple significant new techniques, which speeds up the commercialization of technical achievements. Huaqi takes the lead in developing and producing non-pollution and environmental protective colored paper, which is composed of 5 parts: put paper, infection sizing, drying, matte, collection of paper. Applying advanced and reliable techniques and following principles of economy, practicability, environmental protection, and energy saving, the company becomes the pioneer in this field in China. Highly effective diffusant is used to dye the paper, which makes the color of paper uniformly and bright. Simultaneously, synthesized surface sizing agent is applied, which endows the paper with such performance as ink absorption, waterproof, aging resistance, corrosion resistance, etc. Thus, smoothness, strength, and practicability of the paper are improved. Residual dye and cleaning water recycling process is the feature of Huaqi. They avoid the environmental pollution resulting from the wastewater, and saving energy and reducing effluent to the largest extent by recycling and redistributing the wastewater containing dye. Because of introduction of new technologies, greatly promotes production technology of Huaqi has come true. They get rid of traditional shackles and paper-making industry and significantly improved flexibility of the production. Compared with traditional process, new process separates the dip dyeing process with the paper-making process, which saves the necessity of constructing large-scale equipment. In traditional process, the dye is added during paper-making process, seriously polluting the paper-making system. New process reduces the cost to a great extent. With regard to water consumption, the new process only uses 0.3 tons to 0.5 tons of water by per ton of dye consumes, while in traditional process, nearly 100 tons of water is required. And if water used for cleaning the color changing system is taken into account, the water consumption shall be as much as nearly 200 tons. At present, China consumes 400,000 tons of colored paper, and the world consumes nearly 10 million tons of colored paper. And the consumption mentioned above increases at an annual rate of 15%, which means that when company puts into mass production, new process is able to save nearly 100 million square meters of water, equivalent to the water volume in West Lake of Hangzhou. As for wastewater discharging, traditional process usually dilutes the wastewater. In this way, only 50% dye is made use of, and aromatic ermine contained in the dye without being treated, that is, directly leads to environmental pollution, while in new process, 100% dye is made use of. Moreover, the environmental protective dye of our products are safety without any aromatic amine. It is non-poisonous and free of any odor that can touch with the body without any harm. Jiangsu Huaqi Paper Company Limited overturns the traditional method for colored paperboard production. They are creating the new era for sustainable development industry, from resource-based enterprise to innovative enterprise, traditional industry to high and new technical industry. Jiangsu Huaqi Paper Company Limited fulfills zero pollution and ensures the item of long-term development from techniques of environmental protection, low energy consumption and recycling. With actions, Huaqi protects the environment on which we rely for existence and shoulders its responsibility for energy saving and effluent reduction. In the future, Jiangsu Huaqi Paper Company Limited will continuously make breakthroughs and innovation to build up an environmental protective kingdom for colored paper production. Going through 11 years exploration and advancing, Jiangsu Huaqi Paper Company Limited will continue to compose its magnificent chapter in order to protect the water resource and the earth.